So as I wait at the bottom of the stairs here for my Uber driver, it's a nice cool morning. It was 30 degrees here yesterday in little old Mount Maunganui, which was pretty hot. Just waiting for my Uber driver. He'll be here soon, hopefully on time. And I always get anxious. Oh, here he comes now. He's coming down. This will be him. The only person coming down here at this time in the morning. But hopefully he's coming to. Yes, it is. It's my Uber driver.
Oh, Kraz.
Are you my Uber driver? This guy must be Indian, I think, because you can't even see him. He's my Uber driver. Hey, Kraz. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the airport now. Hey, Kaz. Thanks so much for the book, bro. Thanks so much for everything you do for me, man. Such a blessing having you in my life. It means a lot to me. And Chilima, get the light up there, bro. Something's shining on me. Anyway, man, see you soon. Look after yourself. Keep pumping it, man. Keep getting those gains. And can't wait to see you in Melbourne, bro. It's going to be so good. Blessings, Doc. So I've arrived here at the Tauranga or Mount Maunganui airport, and for those that haven't been here, I'll just give you a quick look around. They've done it all up here. It's wonderful, beautiful looking airport. The colours are great. Plant life. It's quite nice. There's the plane out there getting ready to fly up to Auckland, but as you can see, they've done a lovely fit out here. Wonderful. But hey, as I came into the airport this morning, my Uber driver and best friend, James, always on time, that guy. Never missed a beat. One of the things about travelling and airports is being on time. It's one of my pet dislikes is being late, and no exception to the rule. When someone picks me up, I always like to have people that are reliable. So my friend Uber driver James and best mate, him and Megan, James picked me up this morning. I knew he'd be on time. I knew exactly. He's very sharp when it comes to times. And hey, thanks James, big shout out. But hey, got to the airport here, and I was just thinking about a couple of things, or pondering a couple of things. It doesn't even look like time I'm going to have much time to even ponder. I think I might have to get on the plane. Looks like we're boarding now, so we'll try and see you in Auckland when we get there. Oh, that was a false alarm. Hey, but anyway, I was just talking about how great the design and the fit out is here, and I went to sit down here, nice little comfy couch, and they've got this big bar behind me. I went to sit down and smack my head on that, because the way they've designed it is you lean up against it and you hit your head. So sometimes those 5 P's, prior preparation prevents poor performance, doesn't work. Anyway, that sounds like my flight. The last one was to Christchurch, so lucky I didn't hop on that one. Anyway, we're off to Auckland now. Gonna catch a plane up there and then fly out to Brisbane at 9 AM and then off to Hamilton Island to see my daughter arrive there just at 2 o'clock. So looking forward to this journey, and hopefully along the way I can say some encouraging things, and yeah, over and out. One of the things I try not to do is stress out at the airport and race and jump in the queues, because they're not going anywhere. So don't be in a rush when you're at the airport. Get there on time, but you don't need to go and stand in big long queues and wait glad it's not raining. They're all getting soaking wet right now. Got the rugby sevens, rugby female sevens here on their way to Fiji. Look at them. All the best girls. So that was a really good flight. However, we're running late, so we're going to have to start running to the next gate, following all the sheep forward. Made it. Now I've got to find out where I've got to go. Imagine having a TV that big. That's a big screen. Wow. Uber. Oh, I caught Uber this morning. Wow, it's a big company. I was talking about this the other day in relation to overeating, because I think as a nation, or in the world, we're overeating way too much. 3 meals a day plus snacks and alcohol and anything else that comes our way during the day. Just looking at people feasting away here at the airport, wondering, you know, more people in there eating, wondering if they're just hungry right now and they just need something to eat, or are they going to be eating all this food, Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's and all sorts of different carbohydrates and sugars, and then they're going to jump on the plane and get another meal. There we go, we're overeating. We're overeating all this sort of food, you know, ice cream, whoa. All sugar, just there, all that sugar, and there's your carbohydrates. So eating all that and then sitting on the plane, far out, that's a lot of food inside you. But hey, no disrespect, you know, sometimes we need to have food just to comfort ourselves and feel much happier, so yeah. But anyway, it's just a thought that all these, look, chicken and waffles, that's an interesting combination, isn't it? Chicken and then having waffles. Anyway, so anyone travelling from any destination to Auckland Airport with Air New Zealand, and then you get off the domestic flight, and then all you need to do is follow the green line, this green line here, and you'll yeah, if you're running late, you might have to run it, but just follow the green line. Although sometimes I'm a rebel and I'll just take a shortcut. But I want to talk to you about shortcuts, because one thing I've learned, my dad always taught me, is never to take shortcuts. Always do a job properly, or always do things properly. Because I think when you take shortcuts in life, they come back and bite you. So I suppose there are times you can take a shortcut like I just did then, and like I'm going to do now, but in general I just encourage you to not take shortcuts. Do the job properly, do things properly, and they won't come back and bite you. Now there's a slimmer man shadow. Whew, that's a real slimmer man there. Oh, faded out. Hey, look, one of the things that has helped me through life is having cardio fitness. So having a good heart rate, feeling energetic, and when you get to places like this and you're running late, or anywhere where you've got to sort of exert yourself a bit, it's nice to be able to have a good breathe, you know, be able to breathe and one of the things that's really helped me as well has been swimming. I've started swimming, doing 40 to 60 laps. Try and get that in 3 to 4 times a week, which has been amazing. It's about 1 kilometre a day, and I've found it's been great not only for my cardio but also my neck, because you're moving your neck backwards and forwards, so you're getting that. Also for tightening up your through your core, because you're sort of having to keep your core, and also that stretching, reaching out and stretching and pulling through the water. Swimmers would know that. My technique sucks, but I'm still trying to learn techniques, and YouTube's been helping me. It's very it's quite hard to get coordinated. Hey, so I encourage you, if you're running low on energy, just start walking, start brisk walking. Get out there, and not just a normal walk, but start brisk walking for at least half an hour a day. They say it adds 10 to 15 years, maybe even more, to your life. Anyway, we've made it to international departures. Here we go. We're going there. I'm not running too late, which is good. What I like about flying these days is that you can, they make it easier for you. They certainly, there you go, Auckland to Brisbane. They make it easier because you just put your bags on at one end, and they go all the way through from Little Mount Maunganui to Auckland, and then through to Brisbane, and then straight to Hamilton Island. So the boarding passes just allow you to walk through everywhere, so you don't have to wait in line. So hey, it's great flying these days. Who needs an aquarium when you've got an electronic one? Wow, that's cool. Although I would have liked to have seen it more real. That would be even more amazing. That would be fantastic to see that as a real digital aquarium. Sorry we didn't make it, guys. But man, what an awesome trip you must have had. And hey, all congratulations to South Africa. Man, a winning team, well deserved, really good natured, good spirited sports.
This is the final call.
Wherever there's people, there's always food. Food everywhere. And there's always a McDonald's. We love to eat as human beings, and as I've said before, we're overeating, so try and eat less. Here we go, guys, we're off, we're departing. It's interesting to note when I look at that sign, I see the Chinese symbols. I don't know what they say. Isn't it? I kind of think, why haven't we got some Māori up there, or you know, our native tongue? Obviously China has a huge influence in our country, so that's why it's there. Anyway, just a food for thought for us Kiwis and our Māori language. I don't endorse this company, but I certainly buy a lot from them. Great company. Hey, and just remember, as you're coming through customs, no liquids on board, so I knew that, but I'll just get rid of that. There's stations here, otherwise they would have thrown the whole container out, and we don't want that. So I'm just waiting in line here, ready to go through customs. And one of the things I've noticed is that everybody looks so serious. So I just encourage you today not to be too serious, and a smile costs nothing and gives so much. So wherever you go today, just smile at people, and you'll find that they'll smile back. It's really, really contagious. So just smile. So I made it through checkout, through the customs, but I knew I was going to get pulled over. I always seem to get pulled over for something. They pulled my bag over and checked over it and thought, oh, what's in there, you know? Is it the batteries? And it was the protein bars, those they picked up. because I got them in there with those protein biscuits. So yeah, I'm glad I made it through, and they also pulled me up before I even got there for videoing. I know I'm not supposed to video, but I always like to show you guys what's going on and talk to you, so I don't really doesn't really stop me unless I get pulled over. But hey, look at this place. You know, this is consumerism at its, I don't know, you could say at its best or at its worst. You know, all these things in here are just, well, makeup's always good girls, you know, makeup always looks good on females. But actually, just getting back to makeup, there was something I was going to ponder about the other day with makeup, and I think not just only makeup, there's a lot of things we hide behind, and I think with Instagram it's really made the whole industry of makeup. There's another makeup place there, they're everywhere. You know, I wonder if you're hiding behind makeup. I certainly, yeah, I don't know. It's just a food for thought anyway. Are you hiding behind your makeup? And what's really your true self? Where do you sit as a woman with makeup? I know it beautifies you and it makes you look good, and us men, we like makeup. I think it looks great, but how far do you take it? How far have you taken makeup to the point of, has it taken over your life? Is it something you can't go out in the day without putting it on? Is it something you've got to go and do exercise in? Is it just, yeah, where are you with makeup? Anyway, that was just a ponder. But I'm on my way now to the gate, and well, yeah. Just getting back to consumerism and how we have just become consumers in this planet, and everywhere we go there's shiny objects, I suppose you could call them, and gosh, it's quite amazing looking at all these shops and what's available now and what people are buying. But just, there we go, sunglasses. How many sunglasses do we need? Oh, I've got a few sunglasses actually. I'm a bit of a sunglass freak, but I don't go and buy expensive ones because I'll end up sitting on them and breaking them. Where are you at with consumerism? What are your thoughts on it? I believe it's taken over our planet, and well, there's all gates up there. And we've just got out of control. We've got so much online shopping now, it's just insane, and we just want to buy the latest and the greatest. And yeah, it's certainly nice to have it, and if you can afford it, but when you make a purchase, do you look at it as an investment, or do you just look at it as you want it? There you go, think about that, ponder. So that's 3 McDonald's I've passed in the last half hour. Wow, look at it, look how big it is, look how big that corporation is. They've got themselves everywhere. Within half an hour there's McDonald's fast foods. I'm going to gate 2. I'm glad I'm not going to gate 14. It's back the other way, 20-minute walk, so we're on time. So I do say the 5 P's, prior preparation prevents poor performance, but I got here and there's no one here yet. Maybe I'm the only one on the flight. I hope so. I can be able to put out my long, slimmer man legs. Anyway.
Ready for inspection, thank you.
Wow, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to spread out my legs. Crikey. Gonna pack us in like sardines by the look of it. Anyway, I'm gonna board on now. I'll just sit here and just wait, while just waiting in line. Well, so I made it on board the plane, and now we're flying to Brisbane. So see you when we land. Brisbane Airport. Next stop, Hamilton Island, somewhere out there, somewhere. It must be Brisbane City. Look at that. Obviously Christmas is in the air. This is Brisbane Airport if you've never been here before. Just another airport. But, hey, you know, it might be of interest. Bit more of Brisbane Airport. So this kind lady here, she works here, and she's going to order me a coffee under her staff discount at this place. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. So, what's your name? Maggie. From Doc. Thank you, Maggie. Blessings. That's beautiful. Thank you, Maggie. You ever come here? Come and get a coffee. Anybody travelling through here? The bottom.
Tell the ladies what you want.
Okay. Thank you. So here's my Wolf coffee made with lots of love. I'm looking forward to this. Wolf. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! So of course I had some dramas with my bags. Customs in Brisbane pulled me over, and I'll show you why. They wanted me. They wanted to know what was in one of the bags, and they saw all these steel items, and so they pulled me up and thought, oh my gosh, what on earth are they doing? I knew they pulled me up for something. Anyway, they pulled me up for these. And the lady that pulled me up was a fitness fanatic. She does F45, and so she understood what they were. And anyway, but she just couldn't make out this particular one here. And so I just got it out and I showed her what was in there. This is what I pulled out and showed her. Protein. More protein bars. And she just had a laugh. It was so funny because she's right into protein and sports, being a triathlete. So I thought, oh well. Anyway, I got them through, and I'm just going to enjoy this protein cookie now. It's all I've had today to eat. We don't need to eat much. I always harp on about that, but we're overeating. And the good old Wolf coffee, man, that is beautiful. Beautiful coffee, Wolf, and a protein cookie. Raspberry too. It's got raspberry chocolate chunks in it. No sugar hardly. No added sugar. I like that. So I'm waiting to go to Hamilton Island now. Over there, the chicken. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm nearly close to seeing Emma. Just about there. Well, everything was going so well. Now I'm gutted. I missed my flight to Hamilton Island. And why I'm showing you that place there is that's where I'm staying tonight. Oh, thank you Customs for pulling me up and making me miss my flight. But hey, I always look at the positive side of things. And when things like this happen, it's always a good reminder to say that sometimes we're just not in control of some of the things that we do in life, and to try and make the most of them. Of course I was a little bit saddened because I wanted to see Emma today, and it would have been beautiful, and I lose a day and on my holidays in Hamilton Island. But I turned it around and thought, no, I'm going to go and stay in a 5-star luxury place. They've put me up, nice big room. I have to pay for it of course, but 5 stars, and I made sure they got a swimming pool, because I'm going to go and sit by the swimming pool this afternoon, listen to some sermons, do some reading, swim, and top up my tan. So tomorrow I'll be ready again. I'll try again tomorrow. So that's it. And you that know that travel, you know what it's like when you miss your flight. You get a little bit anxious. We're only humans, but however, we get through it. And will it matter in 6 months' time? Not at all. It won't matter at all. So all I can say is thank you, Pullman. Thank you for a missed flight. Make the most of everything, be positive, and blessings, Doc.